Welcome to Ranomafana National Park. This is a place of stunning beauty and immense natural diversity. Ramonafana National Park is located in the Fianarantsoa province of southeastern Madagascar. It became the fourth national park in Madagascar when it was inaugurated on May 31st, 1991. In Malagasy, Rano is the name for water, and Mafana means hot. Thus, the name Ranomafana is a tribute to the hot springs that were discovered in the valley about 100 years ago. The park is on the edge of Madagascar's high plateau. It is extremely mountainous, with elevations ranging from 500 to 1,500 meters. The steepness of the slopes has preserved the park from exploitation before 1986. The range of altitudes allows for many different forest types, from lowland forest to cloud forest and high plateau forest. The park is divided into a core protected zone of 41,500 hectares, surrounded by a peripheral zone in which some exploitation of the forest is permitted. The peripheral zone contains more than 100 villages, with over 25,000 residents total, most of whom are subsistence farmers.
Samten fanayo. Susufian li kaita. Ito ka susufian li kofofa.
Oh, bananas.
Yes, unripe banana. Okay.
Tree fern.
Okay, this is tree fern. So we have 8 species of tree fern here in this rainforest. So the tree ferns are the plant that local people collected a lot before the park. Because we integrate officially this area as a national park like this in 31 of May 1991. But before that, local people have been here to the forest to collect this to build house with the trunk like this. And even the leaves, sometimes they could use also to build the roof and even a wall. But this part that they collected a lot and a lot before just to make a flower pot.
To make
So this plant is wild coffee, this.
that's a wild
This
coffee.
is wild
Okay.
coffee.
Because a regular coffee grow
You see?
on the stem.
But,
And that one, okay.
but this is not the coffee that people are using at home.
Hebrew in Arabic, salam.
Salam.
Salam comes from the word shalom.
Assalamu
Peace.
alaikum. Assalamu alaikum.
Exactly.
Yes, like this.
Exactly. Salam alaikum, alaikum salam. And when you come and you meet people in the morning, salam alaikum. And you answer alaikum salam.
Ants nest. This is ants nest. So here is Namuruna River. Namuruna, the name of this river. So this is one of the biggest river we have here to Madagascar, but this one is just moving down to the Indian Ocean to the east. To the east. 157 kilometers from here. It moved down. Then we have 6 species of fish here. 6 species of fish. People are allowed to come here for fishing. No problem.
Look closely here and you can see 4 damselflies perched on this fern. These are amazingly large damselflies. Damselflies are relatives of dragonflies. Just look at how large these damselflies are relative to this person's hand.
We have 11 species of bamboo here to this national park. All the 11 species are toxic. Yes. So they're toxic. So there is a cyanide with the juice of this. People couldn't eat this. No. If we eat this, we die.
What about animals?
Okay. We have many big question marks about all of the 3 species of bamboo lemur we have here. Why they don't die? Even they eat this every day. First, the answer, it is natural. They are used to eat the cyanide, and they have just their stomach which is used on this. No problem. But something like this, something that they do when. So this is one of the 80 species of orchids we have here to Ranomafana National Park. And this one is calling Ironsis citrata. This is the one which could give a white flower which measures 25 centimeters.
I'll let you know. Thank you.
Now, strong man.
We were fortunate to have a brief sighting of the critically endangered Golden Bamboo Lemur, which first became known to science in 1985. Indeed, Ranomafana National Park exists largely due to the discovery of this species. 2 other species of bamboo lemur occur in Ranomafana National Park. All of these are called bamboo lemurs because they eat bamboo.
You see? Some water comes out. No, I don't want to break this.
Red-fronted brown lemurs are one of the few lemur species that is not female dominant. Group size averages 8 to 10 individuals, and as a group moves through the forest, they stay together by way of a regular series of grunts and contact calls. This species is sexually dichromatic, and the sexes are easily distinguished from each other. Males are gray to gray-brown, and females are reddish-brown. Both sexes have pale patches over their eyes, and the males have a reddish crown. The red-fronted brown lemur is protected in at least 10 Madagascar reserves and is classified as near threatened by the IUCN, the International Union for Conservation of Nature. The diet of the red-fronted brown lemur varies with the season and the habitat. In the West, the red-fronted brown lemur's diets are more folivorous, including leaves, stems, bark, and sap. In the East, their diets are dominated by fruit. In some areas, these lemurs are important agents of seed dispersal. The red-fronted brown lemur is classified as near threatened by the IUCN. Primary threats include habitat loss, hunting, and trapping. According to the IUCN, the red-fronted brown lemur is one of the most commonly hunted lemurs in all of Madagascar. Although the red-fronted brown lemur is protected in at least 10 Madagascar reserves, its wild population is decreasing. Milne-Edwards Sifaka is a large arboreal diurnal lemur endemic to the eastern coastal rainforest of Madagascar. It is characterized by a black body with a light-colored saddle on the lower part of its back. It is closely related to the diademed Sifaka and was until recently considered to be a subspecies of it. Like all Sifakas, it is a primate in the family Indriidae. Milne-Edwards Sifaka is listed as endangered, as the species is suspected to have undergone a population decline of greater than 50% over a period of 45 years, this being 3 generations, due primarily to observed and inferred continuing decline in area, extent and quality of habitat from slash-and-burn agriculture and logging, even within protected areas, representing the principal threats, and exploitation through unsustainable levels of hunting. These causes have not ceased, and will, to a large extent, not be easily reversible. A future population reduction of greater than 50% over a 45-year period is also suspected due to the same causes. Assuming population reductions to continue, the species may need to be uplisted to critically endangered in the near future.
Ramonafana National Park area. You know, we choose this place to be a beautiful place like this.
The Rufous Mouse Lemur, also called the brown mouse lemur, is one of the smallest lemur species in the world. Adults grow to a mere 4.92 inches long from their nose tips to the base of their tails. Like other mouse lemurs, their tails are about as long as their bodies. Tails average about 4.53 inches. They not only can use the tails to help keep their balance in the treetops, but can also store fat in it. They tip the scales anywhere from 1.37 to 3.45 ounces. Rufous mouse lemurs live solitary lives and only come together to mate. Males mate with several females. Males have larger territories than females in order to gain breeding rights to these females. Females have a litter of 1 to 3 babies after a 60-day gestation. She nurses them for around 60 days. When the babies are a year old, they are ready to hold their own territories and breed. The Rufous Mouse Lemur is in danger of extinction due to habitat loss of their forests and marshes. They are also hunted by people, domestic cats, and dogs. On a night walk, we saw O'Shaughnessy's chameleon. It was named after the British poet and herpetologist Arthur O'Shaughnessy.